Good afternoon. In the series of Achieving Sustainable Development Goals and Going to Moon, Mars, and beyond, we are at the stage of SDG4. What is SDG4? It is nothing but quality education and learning, lifelong learning, getting skills throughout the life, mentorship throughout the life, so that they live a quality life and get the holistic education to live life full to the extent so that humans achieve their excellence. Now, as usual, we are going to discuss what are the problems that were aggravated due to pandemic. First and foremost problem is reading and writing ability and even simple basic mathematical abilities. Most of the kids first to 8th grader have lost, almost 55% have lost this ability, first to 8th grader all throughout the world. Next problem, you know whatever have been gained since 2010 till 2019, almost 65% people used to go to school and study, but it increased to 73% students, so we lost that track. And apart from this, even the primary school education completion grew from 82 to 85%, and the secondary school completion grew from 46 to 53%, but that have been lost. If such things happen, like losing the reading and writing ability, and people get discouraged due to loss of job and they are not sending students to schools, then it becomes very difficult in future. So the problem has been aggravated. In our own surveys, we found that the there were people who were fighting with the pandemic, their frontline soldiers, whereas their kids were at the school locking the door and studying themselves because there was no one to support them. They couldn't dare to ask questions to the teachers. They lost the track. They couldn't learn a lot of things. Okay. Next problem, least developed countries, only 56% schools have drinking water, 33% have electricity, and 40% schools have simple hand washing facilities. So this has also aggravated due to the pandemic, and it needs a lot of investment, and we need a course corrections definitely here. Okay, so these are the major problems. Now let us see what are the targets and indicators. Target 4.1, it is nothing but ensuring quality education with high impact, so that education reaches to the grassroots level, as I said earlier. Okay, what are the indicators? Indicator 4.1.1 is what are the reading abilities of girls and boys, mathematical abilities, then basic mathematics skills at the end of the primary education, at the end of the secondary education for all the genders. That is the indicator. Indicator 4.1.2, completion rate of primary education, completion rate of lower secondary education, and third is completion rate of higher secondary education. Okay, now target 4.2, it is nothing but all the children are getting they are getting ready for the system of learning, and so they are getting the facilities as a kindergarten or creche, and they get ready for the systematic learning. And what are the indicators? Indicator 4.2.1, proportion of children with the demarcation of girls, boys, and all genders between age 2 to 5 years are on track of physical, psychological well-being. 4.2.2, children are participating in organized learning environment before they come to the primary education. Okay. Next, target 4.3, ensuring equal access and affordable quality technical, vocational, tertiary, and university education to all. What are the indicators? Participation of youth and adults in this education since last 12 months in the formal education or in the informal education as well. Okay. Now target 4.4, by 2030 all skilled youths and adults are entering into their job as per their skills or into entrepreneurship journey. So what are the indicator? 4.4.1 is proportion of youth having relevant ICT skills, and other skills are also required, soft skill and hard skill, that is also there, but primarily ICT skills have been targeted. Rest we'll see later, they are also included in other places. My suggestion here is that 12th grader should be made the minimum basic education criteria to be called as an educated person, because at that age the person becomes mature enough to understand how the world is, what are the systems and procedures and everything, and apart from that, at that age, even if that is the age where marriage is also allowed after 18 age, then child marriage also can be avoided. It's a humble suggestion, and the wise people are here to take wise decision, like how they have developed the sustainable development goals. Now target 4.5, by 2030 all inclusive education should reach at grassroots level, removing all the disparities, and that's how we'll be able to go to moon, Mars and beyond. In fact, what are the indicators? 4.5.1, all the parity indices, how many female to male have been educated, rural to urban, bottom to top, disability status, how much they are educated, indigenous people, how much they are educated, percentage of people, conflict affected people, how much they are educated. Okay, these are all indicators. Now target 4.6, ensuring that all women men achieve the literacy and numeracy by 2030 and carry on their own living lives and basic minimum knowledge for quality life. What are the indicators? 4.6.1, it checks the fixed amount of proficiency in functional literacy and numeracy skills. Then percentage of male, female and all genders, and that those are the calculated. Now target 4.7, ensuring that all the learners acquire knowledge and skills needed to promote sustainable development, sustainable lifestyle, human rights, gender equality, promotion of peace and non-violence, global citizenship, appreciating cultural diversity, cultural contribution to sustainable development. So many 8 factors are there. For example, you may add only one factor, going to moon, Mars and beyond. Okay, so what are the indicators? Extent of global citizenship education, how much have been delivered, outcome based education. Education of sustainable development goals. National education policy also should be aligned with SDG. Curricula to be revived and revised and refurbished and to align SDG. Teachers also have to be educated. Already I said there are many teachers who don't know all these things. Educating the students with the same aim. These are the indicators. Now target 4.8, providing and building such education facilities so that everybody get quality education, skill development, and so that we achieve sustainable development goals over here. What are the indicators? Proportion of schools offering basic facilities to all. Straight away. Target 4.B, improving admissions to higher education, vocational training, engineering, STEM, developing least developed countries, and it should be increased. Now how it can be increased? By providing more scholarships, and affluent people and affluent the banks and all this, that structure should be built properly. May it be merit wise or whatever the best possibilities are there, including Africa, least developed countries, and even in US you will find that people cannot study because they lack money. Parents cannot pay tuition fee, or they themselves cannot generate their own tuition fee. Okay, and hence Those who want literally and they want to study, let them study. Those who want to go to this place, that place, do this and that, let them do it as per their skills, as per their wants, and as per the requirement of environment, family, the society as well. What are the indicators? Indicator 4.B.1, official records of volumes of scholarship offered and given to student by field of studies and types of scholarships. Okay. Target 4.C, increasing number of qualified teachers and improving quality of teaching with sharing skills and with international exchange of teachers from developed countries to the least developed states and even island states. When Finland achieved 98% literacy, I had raised this question that let the Finlanders come to India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and let them increase the literacy rate over here. That question is still there on World Bank Live website. What are the indicators? Indicators 4.C.1, availability of proportion of teachers with minimum required qualifications by education level. Straight away. Now my humble suggestion is that what is saksharta? Saksharta means literacy level in India. It should be 12th grader, so that child marriage is avoided. A lot of new technologies are coming. So if we have suppose blockchain technology and our students learn that and go through the proper process, appears for exam and learns those things, that becomes authentic learning. Many technology, many things. So if they learn from agriculture to the space age, the people can survive anywhere. So that is my request, that 12th grader should be the minimum literacy criteria. And for this, in 2006, in the UNESCO conference, and 2007, also UNESCO conference, one was in Polytechnic University, USA, and one was in Hungarian parliament. In fact, in Hungary it was there. So I suggested that first grader to PhD level, doctorate level, that at that time Millennium Development Goals were there. So those should be aligned so that these kids come to know what are those things and they generate themselves, evolve themselves, so that in future we might be able to go to Moon, Mars and beyond. That kind of syllabi modification I had suggested. If you have any suggestions, you are welcome. I believe education to all, and if all are educated, we can solve all the problems in fact around the world. So thank you very much. Take care.